Alright, hello everyone who's a part of Zero Gravity Gaming. This is Blood Cooker, and I'm going to be bringing you a very special game. This game is going to be between Thorzain, who's on Team Mouse, and his opponent's going to be EG's Huk. Now this game is very special because it was actually played only a few days ago, September 21st, so it is within the new patch. And this is a very exciting game because this was also at Dreamhack, at least that's what the description said. So this game is at Dreamhack, and I am trying some new music in the background stuff, so this should be kind of interesting. But yeah, this is the map duel site. We do have a very easy to expand to natural. There are two paths into it, fairly well choked off, with a fairly open third base. This gives Terrans the advantage when it comes to late game. And then you have a very small gold with a rich Vespine Geyser. How cool is that? Now with Thorzain, he is a very solid player. He's a very solid Terran, I should say. I've seen him beat many people. I cannot I cannot exactly say who, but well, it's not that I can't. It's just I can't remember because I'm a herb derb. So it looks like the most standard play you could possibly see from any Terran player going down right here from Thorzain. We'd have a probe scout coming in to see what the Terran is up to, and that, my friends, holy crud monkeys, that looks really cool. I wish I had one of those in my backyard. Gateway and gas going down for Huk, and by the way, Huk has been playing extremely well recently. He won last Dreamhack against 3 Koreans, which were July, Bomber, and Moon, I believe. And he's a monster at Protoss. He's been throwing out new builds. He always loves his Colossus, though. Huk has always been one to love his Colossus. And this is a play we've seen from a lot of players, throwing, especially Protoss, throwing down this extra assimilator. Now, he may or may not use it, because if the Terran player were to throw down a second gas and go straight for Banshees, which it doesn't look like he's doing. He looks like he's going to do a straight-up 1-1-1, possibly. Huk would not normally, like, he doesn't have to use this. But if he saw the Banshees possibly coming, then he would go ahead and throw these guys in so he can get a Robo-Tech out faster. To increase his tech to stop the Banshees. It's a very neat play we've been seeing from Protoss nowadays, and interestingly enough, not chrono boosting out that warp gate technology. I guess he doesn't want to get it out super fast. Looks like this Stalker is going to come out a little bit early, do some early pressure, and he is going to go by the watchtower, which I must say on dual sight, these things look really cool. It took a gateway and it opens up, boom, shabam, boom, shabam, yeah, that looks really cool. Huge props to the game designers. So, I was in fact wrong. Looks like we're going to be seeing a 2 barracks. Looks like some very fast Hellion pressure from Thorzain. Ooh, Armory going down. I wonder if he might go for a very fast upgrade as well. And the Stalker is going to go ahead and head home after getting that 1 kill on the SCV. Now we do see also a probe coming into the front of the base, but these 3 Marines are raring and ready for him, and will they get the probe? No! The probe makes it out of there alive. It's his lucky day today, folks. That is one lucky probe. Now I'm curious, this is not typical of Huk, what is he saving the chrono boost energy for? 2 sentries have popped out, so it looks like he is going to want to go for more of a macro game. Whereas Thorzain, what crazy stuff could he be doing? No, is he gonna switch these? No, it's gonna be a fast Thor, ladies and gentlemen. This could get extremely exciting. Typically, when you see that reactor come down, the factory and the barracks will typically switch, and then you'll see 2 fast Hellions. But no, it looks like we're gonna see some Thor play. And he was just getting that second refinery so he could get that fast Thor out. Now he's going to put those guys back up to work mining. Oh, this is going to be so fantastic. A Thor Marine push. I've not seen this almost ever in much of my viewing of StarCraft. We do have some probes and an observer and a Stalker all getting map control for the Protoss. An expansion has gone down. This could be really bad for Huk, because the Thor is out now, and the attack is going to be moving out. Yes, and here comes some Hellions. This is brilliant play, because the Hellions are so fast, they're going to be able to catch up with this army by the time it makes its way across this map. Now, I don't know if Huk's going to be ready for this. He only has some sentries, and the Thor can stomp through those sentry force fields. It's going to be up to more like Guardian Shield and other things like that. Not necessarily force field as much. The expansion is coming up, and looks like Huk has got sight of this. Stalkers are going to put on some pressure in the middle. Might get that Marine, but no, the Thor is spotted. Huk now sees it's coming. Actually, he has been seeing it for a while because of this observer. But Huk, I don't know what he's going to do to defend this, if he even can. Looks like we even have some Thor or SCVs over here to defend the Thor. Whoa, where did my mouse go? Oh, yes, an Immortal coming out. Let's see if it is pre-patch with that. I'm going to do Alt F4 here. Oh, that was wrong. Okay, anyways. Let's see, that Thor is going to make or break the battle. This a bunch of probes coming off the line. Can the Thor die? Will it die? Will it be healed in time? No, it gets blown to shreds. So many force fields. I don't even know what's going on. This Immortal's just doing work, but it is going to get target fired by the Marines. No, Immortal, run away. But looks like there's just Marines and Hellions left in this composition, which Stalkers are fairly good against because they don't do very much damage, or they don't take very much damage versus the composition, but they're still in trouble. This Immortal is doing work. Even though it has 2 kills, it still does tons of damage, 20 per shot, which is 2 Stalker shots, keep in mind. And that bunker is going to get canceled. And it looks like this may be getting pushed back. No, he's going to set up camp. Oh, he didn't place down that bunker. He's just going to try and target fire the Nexus, but these Stalkers are doing wonderful micro. Can he take the Nexus? Can he? Will he? Oh, he's going to take it down. But he does save that one last chrono boost for a warp gate, apparently. And these Stalkers got to micro as best as they can. And force fields, oh, he needs more force fields, but those Hellions killing those sentries, very, very nice play from Thorzain. And it looks like, how is he going to transition out of this? That is the question. No expansion down yet, as we can see in the production tab. 2 observers are actually out on the field watching this army. And what is Huk going to do? Both players neglecting to use their other gas. But is it just me, or is there just not very many workers there? Comparatively, wow, Thorzain has almost 9 or 10 more workers, but it looks like Huk is going to put on a little bit of pressure, but I don't know if it's going to be enough because scan goes down, observer is going to get taken out, some Stalkers going to push up the ramp a little bit, but ramp vision has been reduced. I actually want to take a look at this real fast. No, this is pre-patch, looks like. Yeah. Alright, so I guess this is pre-patch. I'm sorry, folks. But this was at Dreamhack, so maybe this was the one he won? I don't know. But this game should be interesting, nevertheless. We do have, I don't know, there's not much in production for Huk. Just a probe right now. But he's, look at this, he is going to take down the supply depot for free. And I think the main problem with this composition is there's only one tank, and that is the only thing that's good against these Stalkers. All the rest of these units do not do bonus damage versus the armored, in which the Stalkers can also inversely snipe the siege tank pretty much just as easily. Looks like a proxy pylon is down here. We do have some dancing going on in the middle of the map, and there's not much that either player can do. Siege mode has been researched, and I think that Huk needs to take another expansion. He has a nice contain setup outside of here as well, with Stalkers, which I'm surprised Thorzain has not broken out of yet. He really should have by now, but he is gonna he is gonna bring some more SCVs. And he's gonna break out of this. Little does he know, the Mortal is not here. This is only a light contain on Thorzain. Looks like he really wants to get an expansion up or something, or maybe make another sort of all-in attack. I mean, that is a lot of health bars, in which I should probably take off the health bars next time. But anyways, yeah, actually, that's a good question. Hey guys, leave me a comment on whether you like the health bars or whether you don't. Any exceptions are something I will take, because I want to give you guys the best viewing pleasure I can, and that is definitely not what she said. But I'm surprised Huk is not moving this. Oh, you know what? This is actually a very brilliant play. He's leaving all the slow units behind, withering away at this army with the fast, speedy stalkers. So he doesn't necessarily lose his army, but he still has something to fall back on. This is incredible play by Huk. Just brilliant, brilliant stuff coming out of here. And I guess no upgrades for our Terran player at the moment. No upgrades, nothing for anyone in the production tab. Looks like they're just focused on microing. And this is getting a little iffy. This is where we all wonder if Huk actually has enough to take out this massive Terran bio plus mech ball. Very nice play, but notice Marines don't even have the combat shield upgrade. And we do see, looks like Huk's favoring Zealots in this composition, mostly because of these siege tanks and the Immortals as well. It looks like Huk's going to go in for this. 2 bunkers being set up, but they're not going to be up in time. Immortals jumping into the front. Zealots running up, taking all these shots from the siege tanks. But oh my goodness, could it really be? Huk is going to be pushed back here. He's going to be pushed almost to his ramp. This one bunker, can it go down? That is the main question today. That is a lot of Marines, guys. Oh my gosh, so much siege tank fire setting siege to this Protoss army. Let's take a look real fast at what's going on in Thorzain's base. Wow, he's almost mined out. This could be really bad for both players because they're both getting close to being mined out. And looks like we do have a counterattack coming in from Huk at Thorzain. I was about to say the opposite. More SCVs are being pulled off the line to deal with this. Incredible stuff going on here. And I don't know what else Huk's going to be able to do. He has this pretty hard contain. Oh, wow, that looks very interesting. Pretty hard contain on both of these players. Wow. Wow, this could be the most crazy game I've ever seen. It's just that neither player can reinforce this wall in they have. I would say Thorzain's is stronger. He does have the 2 bunkers set up, 3 siege tanks, and a buttload of Marines. But at the same time, there's nothing that Huk can do to break this necessarily. Finally, oh, that's an interesting way to expand. He's going to go ahead and just move his main command center out. But look at this. Look right over here in the corner. We do have a Dark Shrine. Ladies and gentlemen, a Dark Shrine could mean the end of this contain. It could even mean the end of this Terran player, but he does have enough for a scan. Dark Shrine is halfway done. No production from our Terran player because this right here is all that he has left. He has to push out the front with these units. He cannot lose this orbital command. He's got to get these other units down here. It's not a lot of stalkers. I'm confused as to why he's not just pushing out here at the moment. Like, even harder than he is. I guess he's just trying to play it carefully. But look at this. He is somehow, Huk, the master of disguise, has somehow managed to plant a nexus in a very interesting location. Definitely very interesting natural and or third. But look at this. Looks like Dark Shrine is completed. And looks like we're just waiting on Workgate cooldown for some DTs to come out. But this Marine is going to see what's going on. Not much. He does not get an eye on that. On that DT shrine. 2 DTs are out, and looks like one's going to be morphed in the base, and it's just going to start working on. But that, oh, the missile turret's going to go down. No, it's not. Siege tanks end up blowing it up in the process. But look at this. We have DTs in the natural, DT's in the main, and he's going to be like, lol, what? There's no base here. Scan does go down. He does have enough for one more scan. Is he going to catch this DT off guard? Will he scan? Yes, he does, in fact, scan. It looks like he's going to move back his contain so the rest of these Protoss forces can come out and kill this bunker. Stalkers, oh no, being caught out of position a little bit here. Just doing some free damage to the Terran army. Not really worrying about being a rebuttal against. But look at this, DTs, more of them coming in, but a missile turret has come up. Very back and forth game. I'm surprised there's not a DT in this main base. And we have a Terran army on the run and some transferring probes. So this game has just gotten about 10 times more exciting. Or I should say 20% more exciting. Because some of you will get that reference. And amazingly, Huk is pretty much mined out in his main. But he does have this new income source. Wow, that almost came out wrong. And I don't know what these SCVs are doing. He needs to get mining pretty quickly here because he has absolutely no money at all. This DT is going to try and slip up into the main. Will he get spotted? No! He gets into the main scot-free and looks like he's going to start working down the add-ons. Very interesting play here by Huk. I would say that is very well done. And looks like another DT is going to come and harass that missile turret. The reactor is going to burn down if he doesn't do something about it soon. And that missile turret was canceled, in fact. Actually, no, it was stopped by this DT who has 3 kills. That is one baller DT. Tech Lab is going to go down soon enough here. More zealots being warped in, and we do have the gas online for Huk. Looks like charge is also being started. Oh, and bummer. Looks like that DT got found. Immortal's moving in the front. Looks like Huk's going to make an attack. I don't know if I agree with this. He is just on one base. Force field's going down. That's just too many tanks. He's going to have to pull back. All those SCVs are going to create a nice wall, like a big meat shield for these tanks and bunkers to hide behind. But it was a good idea for Huk to back out there. He just does not have the income and the forces to break this heavy defense by Thorzain. Look at this, a warp prism gonna come out, and an SCV actually gonna wander in and see this expansion. Now let's find that warp prism, who is gonna be coming out very soon, and looks like the rally point is just set to the front of the base. I'm curious what he's gonna do with this. I hope he puts it in the back, starts killing some supply depots, because the Terran does not have the economy to rebuild those supply depots necessarily. He needs as much money he can for army, because, well, the Protoss needs the same. And Templar Archive is going to be coming down. Storm is a very good idea against these Marines who are without combat shield. I don't understand why he doesn't just lift one of these two up. He can keep making Marines, but then upgrade that combat shield. Well, you're not going to see it here. But upgrade the combat shield from the tech lab that was on the barracks. I think he really needs to do that. But looks like DTs are going to be... Oh, this is just mean. This is just plain mean. DTs are going to be dropped, and some might be warped. Yeah, there we go. Looks like Thorzain got a little bit smart here. Reactor is going to go down. Yes, it is. And the tech lab is going to as well. Looks like he's going to have to... Whoa, where did that yawn come from? Wow, what in the dumb? Okay, alright, he's just gonna have to crawl some missile turrets over here. And look at this, just as I said, the supply depots are gonna go down. Unfortunately, Thorzain needs all those supply depots. Wow, warp prism getting taken out. But the missile turret is up, and that DT somehow survives. But yeah, the 3 DTs wrecking the main of Thorzain. He needs to start rebuilding those supply depots fairly quick. I don't know how Thorzain's going to be able to come back from this one. He needs to take another expansion, because look at that. Huk is going to take his other, well, his actual natural expansion. These DTs could not be more annoying. Just attacking whatever they can. Yeah, here we go. Expansion command center coming up for Thorzain. And these probes are taking a little smoke break. They don't really feel like helping these guys mine out the minerals. They're just gonna take a smoke break, man. I can't blame them. So very interesting play from both of these players. Kind of settling down a little bit here at the mid game stage. Actually, we're almost to the late game. I just don't know what Thorzain can do. This light contain of Stalkers is just seeing what's going on. He does see the command center. Gonna go ahead and take free damage at it, and some Marines, I guess, are gonna thwart that away, surprisingly. A nice sizable army, but no upgrades on any of that ground. But we do have +1 attack for our Marines, our Terran player Thorzain. Just gonna repair that command center. Stalkers need to GTFO, and this Dark Templar can't really do anything, so he's just gonna make sure he doesn't retake the base, I guess. Okay, and yeah, it looks like we have some oversaturation. So, you know, let's actually come up here and take a look at the income tab. Oh my gosh, even with mules, Huk is still ahead of the Terran in production. Or, not in production, but in income. And this is brilliant play. Huk is just continuing to deny this expansion from Thorzain. Finally, Thorzain's going to realize, well, I need to get this expansion up. But holy crap ton of Zealots and Immortals. Wow, these Stalkers have been cost effective. The main army is not even getting in the mix here. This is fantastic play from Huk. Like, just plain fantastic. Even an Archon in the mix. Archons are now considered massive. He's going to try and snipe that tank, but no. Nice blink micro from Huk. Not quite enough to deal enough damage to kill that tank off. We do have a small light contained. Just the mobility of these Stalkers is incredible. Stim being used up. I don't know if he wants to do that. That's a lot of damage. But sacrificing it for 2 Stalkers and even a DT coming in here and doing some work. They're all hugging him. No, the DT does not want to hug today, folks. That's for sure. Enough energy is stacked up on Storm for these, and at this point, Thorzain needs ghosts. Thorzain needs to throw down something to get these ghosts, but no, I don't think he has the resources to. He just cannot, because of how effective Huk has been so far. Looks like these 2 bases are almost fully saturated. We do have some more gateways coming up. A Marauder being a little bit angry at the Protoss. I don't blame him for what is being set up here. A small force can come out and see a massive Protoss army. Snipe the pylon and time to GTF. Oh, that is going to aggro an attack off of Huk. GG, well played from Thorzain. I don't know what he could have done, and it looks like everyone is just going to leave the game. So fantastic play by both of these players. Guys, tell me what you think of this new music in the background. And Huk was taking this gold expansion. Tell me what you think. Fantastic game from both these players, and looks like Huk took the win. So leave a comment, rate, subscribe, do whatever the heck you want, because most of us, well, we're just in it for the fun. Well, you guys, GLHF, GG, Zero Gravity Gaming Community.